we are looking at the history of tea farming in Kenya. So we are in Limuru. This is the place where the first tea plant was planted here in the early 1900s, and it is said to have come from Mexico. So first tea, which we see now here, this was brought from Mexico, and the first plantation was just 50 acres of tea, which was planted by the white people. And at that time, black Africans were not allowed to plant tea at all. So this was an elitist crop. It was among the elitist crops like tea and coffee. So those were crops which were only meant for white men. So all the fertile areas here in Kenya, including this area, these were for white people, the colonial masters from Britain. They are the ones who planted tea here, the ones you see here. So tea, remember, it was not an ordinary crop. This was a crop for the white men. Africans were only allowed to grow maybe maize and millet, just those ordinary crops, but not tea, not coffee, because these are called cash crops. They were only meant for the colonial masters. And the first man who bought all this land started by planting several other crops, which did not do well. So when he was thinking, I'm failing in agriculture, that is when a friend of his brought some tea seedlings from, I believe, Mexico, if I'm right. And then he tried that. He experimented with just 50 acres of land. And that is how now we have tea being grown in Kenya. And Kenya is one of the largest exporters of tea in the world, actually India and then Kenya. Kenya, we are the second largest tea exporter in the whole world. So we have companies like this one owning tea. We have also private people, individuals, farmers, small scale farmers who also plant their own tea. So the largest tea farmer, private tea farmer in Kenya was somebody from Meru who had planted 1,000 acres of tea in Meru and also in Rift Valley province in the tea growing zones. So most of the large tea plantations you see in Kenya, they are owned by companies such as Sasini or Limuru Tea. Thank you. Let us keep getting the facts right in the next video.